Rohan, just give us your immediate thoughts first, please.
Yeah, a really strong performance on a really special night. This club does so much more than just worry about winning games, and the way that everyone, club and fans, paid tribute to Rob and his family. That was, it was a fitting performance to acknowledge that. Those people are doing things for the greater good, not just focused on the result of the game. But very pleased with how he played. More pleased with how he prepared and responded from a disappointing last showing that wasn't up to standard. But we owned up to it and trained hard, trained with purpose, found a few solutions, and a lot of things were good tonight.
Someone just described it to me as I was walking over as the power of Rob. Did you feel that had an effect on the performance tonight?
I think it's always difficult to put things down to one thing, but I know a lot of players in there, have got a friendship with Rob, and those that don't know what he's done for the club and what he's now doing for the MND community and just community in general, inspiring people to fight and do good things. Certainly, it might have helped a few of them for sure, but I think it's a fitting team performance, and we didn't overdo the emotion of the night. It was really important that we prepared well to perform well, and it's nice to be able to do it for Rob and his family.
Ian Watson's just said he didn't see it coming. Did you, and did you think it could be as emphatic as it was?
Oh, in this competition, I don't think you ever see a blowout score coming, but a good performance I can always see coming. We've had some, a couple of disappointing performances, but even in, pretty much every game we've been right in there with a chance of a result. And in professional sport, if you're in every game, you're never too far away from something going your way. Now, we need to perform more like a lot of the things we did tonight. Play better for longer is what I've been talking about, and that can generate enough results. And good results, like tonight, reinforce or build confidence. For those that needed a reminder, in and outside of the building, that we are a good team. Got that. Those that already knew sort of confirmed that. I'm one of the latter, but for those that react and respond to results or a single performance, a week's a long time, and this competition's shown this year. That's great. People need to embrace that and enjoy that. You got to play well to win, and that's something I'm glad. I'm privileged to be part of that.
Just give us your critique on Blake Austin's performance tonight, particularly in the first half.
Yeah, had a good game for sure. He's a handful carrying the ball and taking people on. He's very difficult to put down, but he's kicking and some of his passing, and just had a good game. I'm not surprised. He's a talented guy, but I thought there was a good team performance if you went across the players tonight, who didn't play well, and that's why you get a positive performance.
Just lastly for me, do you feel that sparks your season now? Is it enough to spark the season?
I'm a 1 week at a time type guy, and that'll be the message. We enjoy it. And they're listening to a few songs there and enjoying it now, but tomorrow we'll start recovery and get ready for a battle at Warrington. But as I said, for those that needed a reminder, in and outside the building, there it was.
Rohan, you described it as a mini grand final. Are you pleased with how your players embraced that pressure tonight?
Well, they would only known that if they listened to the press conferences. I never mentioned that in the group. Everyone knew that it was important. Every game is in my head. It's a mini grand final, but without you can't build it up too much too often, because if you do, you burn people out. So getting that right level of anticipation and excitement is important. It was a big night, and we played well against a team that are always difficult to break down.
Just asking Watson the same question about last night. Leeds were mentioned in the same breath as Justin Holbrook, even though you're obviously in the position. Is that unhelpful, that kind of thing, if you even heard it?
I'm unaware of any of those comments that were made.
It was on Sky Sports last night.
I generally listen with music on in the background, or I didn't watch all of last night's game live. I watched it on replay this morning. I was very impressed with the way Hull FC played with heaps of energy, and that was for anyone that watched that game last night, they probably got a bit out of that in our group. To play with real intent can get you a good result against a good team. And I also feel for Justin Holbrook as well, because I know he's a very good coach, and all the players that I know have been coached by him say he's a terrific bloke and a terrific coach. So it's a tough business, and I hope he's okay.
Rohan, you said before the game you wanted to do yourselves and Rob proud. You feel you did that?
Yeah, we played well, from start to finish pretty much. There's probably a few moments in that second half we could have been a bit more clinical, but at that stage it's difficult. It's difficult sometimes when the result of the game's taken care of. But yeah, certainly very proud, and players are very proud, and they prepared well, played with energy and very connected.
How's Cam Smith? Because he came back and then sort of more or less immediately went off again.
Yeah, I've been trying most games to give him some kind of break either side of half time, but it hasn't sort of turned out that way in some games. We've needed him to keep playing. Today I saw the break and got him one, and then he got a little bump to the knee 2 minutes after he went back on. So maybe I just need to leave him out there next time.
It's a short turnaround to Warrington. Is he a doubt for that, or?
Oh, you'd have to say, yeah, he's summed out, but I'm not quite sure of the severity. We've got recovery and review tomorrow, so we'll know a little bit more then, but it's usually sort of those type of injuries, usually 48 hours is the window to know whether you're going to turn a corner or whether you, I don't think it's anything serious, but yeah, he'd have to be in some doubt for next week. Justin as well, I'd say.
Last year, you were frequently asked, is that what a Rohan Smith Leeds Rhinos team looks like? Would you say what we saw tonight is, maybe not quite perfect, but your image of Leeds?
There's no such thing as perfect. Us coaches are chasing it, and I think deep down, actually, fans want close, hard games that are hard fought and go down to the wire deep down. But that's nice reward for the fans that have that always turn out here in this place. And our form here has generally been good. Away from home, we've not found our best performances. That's the opportunity next week. I think our attack was good. We had a good mix of playing in combination and running hard. Our kicking and chasing was of high level, and our defence was good. So the cycle, I guess, of complementary football that one part helps the other. That was, a good example of that. Doing it more often, better for longer, is what we strive to do now.
David Fusattua was brilliant, having had a really long injury layoff. He's one of the few players out of contract. Is there any sort of move to tying him down?
Updates will be given when there's updates. But Fuss he's done a tremendous rehab. Our medical team and then our S&C crew have done a really good job with Fuss. He's in better shape than he was. He was in good shape when he got hurt, but he's in better shape now. He came back fit and ready, and after 12 weeks or 10 weeks or something, to come back and play like that game one on a long shows and credit to him for the way he's done that. That's not easy to do, and a lot of times players are just trying to get through that first game. He was into it from the start.
Got worried for those poor defenders trying to tackle him when he's bringing back those kick returns.
Yeah, he's always been a great ball carrier. I've coached against Fuss first in 2013, and he was one of the elite players of his age group in the NRL. He was in the elite wingers in the NRL at various times. So helping Fuss to be consistent now is the challenge and the opportunity, but that was a terrific start for him.